A few days ago I published this amplifier. I named it a 10 watt audio amplifier and it was made with the classical old school op-amp 741. That's here. I got some criticism, mostly from YouTubers that, as far as I could see, never had made an audio amplifier. So perhaps a kind of religious belief about the properties of audio amplifiers, and especially op-amps, without, say, having them the op-amps tested in practice. I made a kind of long introduction and posted that on the original 741 audio amp video, but one of my followers, Rob, as far as I know he lives in Rotterdam, was interested in how to make it with another chip, and that is the TL071. It is a field effect transistor op-amp, a FET op-amp, and that means that the input impedance of that field effect transistor, a field effect op-amp, is very high, much higher compared to the standard 741 chip. So it is in a certain way a pin-to-pin replacement, that TL071, but I wanted to test it. I bought a few of them, and well, by the way, when you are interested in audio amplifiers, this is a good chip, easy to use for a hobbyist with a good sound, and this is even the best audio chip for hobby and professional and semi-professional use, with a very, very nice sound. The schematic is on my YouTube channel. So let's see what this TL071 can bring. It's now soldered in. The schematic, I have to change it a little bit. The first thing to tell is that the voltage, the supply voltage, had to be limited. I'm more or less sure that I damaged two TL071 chips by giving them 33 volts anyway, so now it's only 20 volts or so, and I want to try to find the schematic that I have drawn. It can take some time. It does not deviate much from the first schematic. It's now here. This is what is now on the breadboard with that FET op-amp. The maximum voltage is now 20 volts, and I have added here a resistor of 12 kilo ohm to set the bias of the TL071. My idea was that when I pushed the potentiometer, the bias potentiometer, completely to ground, something got wrong. I'm not sure about it, and I'm surely not going to make the whole circuit again and test it further. It was only a project, small project, to show how you can make a simple audio amplifier. And there are 3 earlier videos about everything that I told about how to make it. One of the criticism was that the op-amp, the 741, or that FET op-amp, was not able to drive the end transistor completely out. That is nonsense. It surely can drive. This one and only chip surely can drive the 2 end transistors out. The issue in a certain way is that the bias is critical, and it is set with this 1 mega ohm potentiometer, and this has an effect on the sound anyway. Want to refer to the earlier schematic. Input here, it's very sensitive, 200 millivolt in, 10 watt out. Well, I've used here a potentiometer of 50K, 50,000 ohms, and again an input cap, and you can see it here. So let's listen and see. This is an amplified frequency, a very high frequency, by the way. Perhaps I can connect my counter. That will also take some time. Must not be too long, of course. Counter to the end amplifier, here and here. No, here. So now the counter is connected, amplifying on a frequency of 35 kilohertz, and you can surely see that the 7071 op amp has better high frequency properties. But very important to know, we don't listen on 35 kilohertz. So anyway, let's try to get to a normal audio frequency and how it works there. Well, so now you hear that beep. 14, 15. Now, this is normal audio frequency. 18 kilohertz. You can see that the waveform is pure. Only conclusion is thus that it works somewhat better compared to the 741 chip. Well, again, like I told, the whole thing here, the whole amplifier is critical on its bias. I cannot change that. It is one of the properties of the amplifier. And here you can see what happens when we change the bias a little bit. This is say, I don't know what kind of distortion it is. It looks a little bit like crossover. I'm absolutely not sure. The idea is, of course, use a certain voltage, power supply 24 volts or 20 volts. Set the bias critically with the oscilloscope and the sine wave generator, then to the pure sine wave, then take the potmeter out, measure its resistances here and here, and then replace it with a fixed value, with two fixed value resistors. And perhaps metal film could be an idea. So back to the most pure setting of the amplifier. The most pure bias is critical. So now we are there approximately. Change to another frequency. Let's go to a factor of 10 lower. Well, set the bias again. Change, of course, important, change the input level. So now the amplifier is overdriven. So this is say the maximum undistorted output, 1.8 kilohertz, one factor smaller, (180 hertz and 18 hertz. I'm absolutely sure that it performs nice. I will try to give a sound demo. Could take some time. Well. Oh. Some music here. Well, the sound is very pure, that's what I have to say. A fraction of a moment I will try to give a sound demo. Lily Allen for a moment. I hope YouTube will forgive me. This is of course copyrighted music. I no longer feel alone. That's that. Thanks for watching. I no longer feel alone. Well, that's nice. We'll give an other part of music when it is successful. It's MP3 now. I hope it will play. I have a few minutes on my camera. Well, this is the minus. So, quite a nice sound, and it can be compared to the properties of the 741. It works slightly better than TL071. Thanks for watching.